You drive through an affluent neighborhood. Luxury cars line the driveways. Designer clothes, expensive watches, vacation homes. This is wealth, right? Wrong. What if I told you that most of the people living in those mansions are not actually rich? What if the real millionaires in America live in modest homes, drive used cars and wear inexpensive suits? What if everything you believe about wealth is backwards? This is the revolutionary discovery that Thomas Stanley and William Danko made after studying millionaires for over 20 years. Their book, The Millionaire Next Door, exposes the invisible truth about wealth in America, and it will completely transform how you think about money. The authors conducted the most comprehensive research ever done on American millionaires. They surveyed thousands of high-net-worth individuals. They interviewed them in their homes. They analyzed their spending patterns, their careers, their daily habits, and what they found shocked them. The typical American millionaire does not live in Beverly Hills. They live in middle-class neighborhoods. They do not drive the current year's luxury sedan. They drive a 3-year-old domestic car. They do not wear Rolex watches or designer suits. They buy off-the-rack clothing and budget carefully. The millionaire next door is invisible, and that invisibility is precisely what made them wealthy. Let us start with the most important distinction in this entire book, the difference between income and wealth. Income is what you earn, wealth is what you accumulate, and these two things are not the same. In fact, they are often inversely related. Many high-income individuals have little wealth. Many modest-income individuals are millionaires. The authors introduce a simple formula to measure this. Take your age, multiply it by your pre-tax annual household income, and divide by 10. This is your expected net worth. If your actual net worth is double this number, you are a prodigious accumulator of wealth. If it is half this number or less, you are an under-accumulator of wealth. Here is the stunning revelation. Doctors, lawyers, and executives who earn $300,000 per year often have shockingly low net worth. Meanwhile, small business owners, middle managers, and teachers who earn far less are quietly building millions. Why? Because wealth is not about what you earn, it is about what you keep. The authors identify 7 common denominators among those who successfully build wealth. These are not get-rich-quick schemes. They are behavioral patterns that anyone can adopt. First, they live well below their means. This is the foundational principle. The typical millionaire spends far less than they can afford. They budget meticulously. They know exactly where every dollar goes. While their neighbors are upgrading to bigger houses and newer cars, millionaires are investing the difference. The math is simple but powerful. If you earn $100,000 per year and spend $90,000, you can save and invest $10,000. If you earn $100,000 and spend $50,000, you can invest $50,000. Over decades, with compound interest, this difference creates millions. Second, they allocate their time, energy, and money efficiently in ways conducive to building wealth. Millionaires spend twice as much time per month planning their financial future compared to non-millionaires. They set goals, they create budgets, they research investments, they treat wealth building like a job because it is. Meanwhile, high-income under-accumulators spend their time shopping, maintaining expensive lifestyles, and worrying about status. They work hard to earn money, then immediately spend it. They are running on a treadmill, working harder but never getting ahead. Third, they believe that financial independence is more important than displaying high social status. This is the critical mindset shift. Millionaires do not care what their neighbors think. They do not need to prove anything with their possessions. Their self-worth is not tied to their car or their watch or the size of their home. Under-accumulators are slaves to status. They buy luxury goods not because they enjoy them, but because they believe these items communicate success. They are performing wealth rather than building it, and performance is expensive. Fourth, their parents did not provide economic outpatient care. This finding surprised many readers. The authors discovered that adult children who receive regular financial gifts from their parents accumulate significantly less wealth than those who do not. Why? Because financial dependence creates consumption habits, not accumulation habits. When parents constantly bail out their adult children, pay their bills, or subsidize their lifestyles, they remove the natural consequences of overspending. These children never learn to budget. They never develop financial discipline. They expect rescue, so they take risks they cannot afford. The millionaires in the study rarely received help from their parents. They learned self-reliance early, and they taught their own children the same lesson. Fifth, their adult children are economically self-sufficient. Millionaires raise independent children. They teach them that wealth is earned, not inherited. They emphasize education, hard work, and frugality. And critically, they do not display wealth in front of their children, because they understand that visible affluence creates expectation. When children grow up in households with luxury cars, designer clothes, and expensive vacations, they internalize these consumption patterns. They expect to maintain this lifestyle, even if they have not earned the income to support it. This creates what the authors call the lifestyle trap. Sixth, they are proficient in targeting market opportunities. Many millionaires are business owners. They identify underserved niches. They solve problems. They create value. But here is what most people miss. These are not glamorous businesses. They are not tech startups or hedge funds. The millionaires in the study own welding companies, dry cleaners, pest control services, and ambulance companies. They own businesses that most people consider unglamorous. But these businesses generate steady cash flow, face less competition, and require less capital than trendy industries. The millionaire next door is not trying to be on the cover of a magazine. They are trying to build a profitable enterprise. Seventh, they choose the right occupation. The authors found that self-employed individuals are 4 times more likely to be millionaires than employees. But this does not mean everyone should quit their job. It means that building wealth requires controlling your economic destiny. Even employees can adopt this mindset. They can develop specialized skills. They can negotiate compensation. They can create side businesses. The key is taking ownership of your financial future rather than waiting for someone else to make you rich. Now, here is where this research gets even more interesting. The authors studied the consumption patterns of millionaires versus high-income under-accumulators. The differences are staggering. The average millionaire has never spent more than $400 on a suit. They have never spent more than $140 on a pair of shoes. They have never spent more than $35 on a haircut. More than half have never spent more than $235 on a wristwatch. Meanwhile, high-income under-accumulators spend 2 to 3 times more on these items. They believe expensive clothing projects success. But millionaires know that real success is measured in investment portfolios, not wardrobes. The same pattern holds for cars. The average millionaire drives a car that is not the current year model. Many drive Fords, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. They buy used. They keep cars for years. They perform routine maintenance. And they invest the thousands of dollars per year they save by not leasing luxury vehicles. One of the most powerful chapters in the book discusses the relationship between frugality and wealth. The authors found that the foundation of wealth is defense, not offense. It is not about earning more, it is about spending less. And the best defense is a frugal lifestyle married to a focused investment strategy. This leads me to wonder, which of these 7 characteristics do you find the most challenging to implement in your own financial life? Let us continue to the final insight. The book concludes with a critical warning about the wealth destruction caused by lifestyle inflation. As income rises, most people automatically increase their spending. Bigger house, nicer car, expensive vacations. This is the trap that keeps high-income earners from becoming wealthy. Millionaires resist lifestyle inflation. When they get a raise, they invest the difference. When they receive a bonus, it goes into their portfolio. They maintain the same modest lifestyle year after year, regardless of income growth. And this discipline, compounded over decades, creates extraordinary wealth. Here is the final takeaway. Wealth is not visible. The person driving the expensive car, wearing the designer suit, living in the mansion, they are probably not rich. They are probably spending everything they earn, or worse, going into debt to maintain an image. The real millionaires are invisible. They are your neighbors who drive older cars. They are the couple who lives in the modest house. They are the people who do not look wealthy because they are too busy being wealthy. If you want to build lasting wealth, you must make a choice. Do you want to look rich, or do you want to be rich? Because in America, you can rarely do both. If this summary provided value, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. I publish a new book summary every single day, delivering the insights from the world's most important books directly to you. And if you found these ideas useful, please take a moment to like this video. It helps me understand which content resonates most, so I can continue bringing you the summaries that matter. Thank you for watching. Now go build your wealth invisibly.